What's up, y'all? JDB Sports back here with some better quality this week in terms of cameras and stuff. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. We're back for Week 9 NFL predictions. Week 8 was kind of a slugfest, and not gonna lie, I did not do too well. Did not do too well this week. But let's go ahead and get to it. Good after, boys. Austin, what's up, man?
Austin? Appreciate you for stopping in. Yeah, improved quality this week. My computer shouldn't be downloading Fortnite. That's what was slowing it down last time. I had to check. It's always got to be Fortnite. So now we're past that. On to some injury news, some trades that have happened, some differences from last week. A lot of blowouts from last week.
Live, Austin.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, according to Chiefs and Commanders, that's the recent one that stings the most.
Yeah, speaking about blowouts, Carson Wentz out for the year after blowing out his shoulder socket, playing 2.5 weeks on a torn labrum. What do you think about this one?
I heard apparently he was hurt since week 5. He's been playing
the Browns
through it.
Game?
Yeah. Dudes, you could see him definitely wincing in pain this last week, and even really since the injury since against the Browns. But I knew Carson didn't look very comfortable out there. I mean, he's always had like an awkward scrambling style, in my opinion, even since he was like in his healthier days. Dude just looks like a tank with his arms going like.
he's very upright. He's very upright. I definitely get you there. Another devastating injury, Cam Skattebo out for the year. Austin's just breaking it right now. Rookie record holder. Yeah, man. He was going to do special things in his first year with the Giants. Fractured fibula, tibia, and it was an open fracture. So a big chance for infection, stuff like that. Glad he got it taken care of, and glad he's young enough. It's a long road to rehab, but he should be back.
Shout out to Jersey Desert Boys' own Ian Rappaport on the scene. No, just kidding. What's up, man? What's up, Junior? You asked this on a short already. He said he needed the freshie. Yeah,
needed the freshie.
Personally, I like the good Aiden Ross look myself, but I mean, yeah, you go with what you like best. I like long hair on you. You remind me like a Spanish Mario. Appreciate the likes on the live, Junior.
But it's a Peyton, and back into some news here outside of haircuts. Someone who might need one to get a little fresher for the job, Tyler Shuck, named the Saints starter.
I'm not liking it. He looked worse than freaking Spencer Rattler in his relief this week. So, yo, what's up with? Okay, no, we read that one. Also, with the trade talks, the Jags were talking about trading Brian Thomas Jr., but they were false claims. I was watching the other stream. Why did Brandon have a skeleton next to him? It's a Halloween thing. It's a Halloween theme. He's got a whole bunch of guys behind him.
Yeah, and the BTJ smoke that was shot down real quick by Liam Cohen. I don't know if they'll trade him until next year if the drops persist, but I think they keep him around just considering how young he is.
Yeah, well, there you go. Another guy that we so desperately need on this 3-5 season, Jaden Daniels is going to be back at practice this week. Not going to say Marcus did a horrible job. His one pick that he threw to, like when he was throwing at Debo, it was more or less just right in his hands helmet area, and Debo just dropped it. Yeah, that was on Debo, not Mariota. Otherwise, I feel like the Commanders for the first half of the game played well as far as, offensively. They just couldn't catch a break when needed. They kept going for it on fourth down, and if my intuition serves me right, Matt Gay wasn't even kicking, so it was right, I believe.
Yeah, and it was a game fine, but
it's my end. It's attempting to reconnect right now.
Okay.
Looks like we're fine on TikTok. OBS just reconnected.
Okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, if we're fine on TikTok,
let's keep going.
Yeah, I'll answer your comment, Austin. Again, his drops have just been an issue. Has the second highest drop percentage in all the league, and he's only behind Isaiah Pacheco, who's a running back. So he's got to start catching the ball and going from there. And speaking of Isaiah Pacheco, he's actually week to week with an MCL sprain. Looks like Rashard Smith is upon us, and he's going to take over that backfield in my estimation over the next couple weeks.
Wow, that's crazy. It's crazy. You hate to see it. You also got Kayvon Thibodeau's on the trade market. Can't really be surprised with the likes of Brian Burns, and you got Abdul Carter butting his way in. So I can see Tib being on the trade market. Giants defense is pretty stout against on this pass rush and D line. And honestly, for them to get some compensation, hopefully, so they can get some more playmakers around Dart or potentially more in the secondary. I just believe they go offense with whatever capital they decide to get. So, yeah. Kayvon Thibodeau on the market, not surprised. In my opinion.
Yeah, he's
Washington
expendable
might pick
at
him
this point. Yeah, they need some juice around the edge, especially with Dorrance Armstrong out for the year. I feel like that definitely helped.
Yeah,
And
getting
speaking of
too old.
speaking of the Commanders, Laramie Tunsil now dealing with the hamstring strain. My estimation, he's questionable to practice this week. I would expect him to be out at least a week.
Can you join when I'm done after the stream? What do you mean, like Discord? If that's the case, sure. I traded Swift for Ladd tonight. I have CMC, Cook, and Jay Williams.
Good deal. Good deal. You had running back depth, and you got a receiver that you probably needed. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man, we're not on Discord, but yeah, you can give us a ring. We'll talk to you.
Some more injury news here. We're dealing with Pat Surtain II, not placed on IR, but he's set to miss 4 to 6 weeks with the pec strain. He suffered an ankle injury earlier in the game, played banged up, and then injured his pec. Just a rough game for him, in all honesty. But good game for the Broncos, obviously.
I said we'll talk to you on Discord when this is over. My bad. Sorry if you didn't hear me. But then we also got bad news for PS2. MVS,
I just went over that.
No, some bad news for PS2. MVS signing with the Steelers, though. Martez Valdez-Scantling, if y'all don't know the name. But I'm not going to say it should be a common household name. I just know for him being kind of usually there for like a one or two play, and that's it. And nothing flashes me about this signing. Just another guy for Aaron Rodgers to potentially throw to.
Yeah, it's a very thin receiver core, and they already have a lot of deep targets downfield. I'm not quite sure what the logic was with this one, but hey, you need a receiver, you get a receiver.
Gotta get another guy to put alongside George Pickens, right? And Miles. Oh, not just kidding. We don't talk about old receivers, but he's tearing it up in Dallas, man. I gotta say about George Pickens, man.
Yeah, George Pickens, nice. Take
Okay.
it away, Brock.
Yeah, Brock Purdy expected to work more in practice this week. Has a shot to play on Sunday. It seems like steam's running out for the Mac Jones train, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, continuing going forward. But it would be good. It'd be a nice breath of fresh air to have Brock Purdy back in the lineup and to run that Shanahan offense.
Yeah, I think they need some mobility because right now Mac Jones, when he gets pressured, is not dealing with it well. He's taking a lot of sacks, and you can see how they fared last game against the Texans, just stalled out drive after stalled out drive. I think it will be much needed for them to get that boost back. And speaking of boosts, Rams getting Puka Nacua back this weekend off an ankle injury. Looks to be extremely healthy there. All wheels are a go.
Yeah, I gotta stop saying. I appreciate the likes in the live, Junior, but I gotta stop saying that people off of injury do bad or come back rusty, because every time I've said that, I've eaten my own words, man. I've eaten my words, and basically just they came back and came true. Same with Rashee Rice, and I believe Terry McLaurin did fine in returning that nice. Okay, that was weird. All right. Anyways, Terry McLaurin came back with that nice toe tap and touchdown for the first score of the season. But I think you explained to me, because when they were down a big margin, I just turned it off, went to bed, bro. Told you I was pissed.
Yeah.
We can talk more about
yeah, it looks like he re-injured his quad, so we'll kind of get more of a status this week on that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not anything bad, because it would be a completely lost season for him if he's to miss even 2 more games. So,
and I hate to say that I told you so, but holdouts, like, I think you've said this before as well, holdouts really holdouts do nobody any favors. Like, yeah, you're holding out to get a bigger contract, but then again, most 9 times out of 10, you're getting re-injured.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
conditioning's just not there. But we can talk about another. We can talk about a rookie running back that suffers an AC joint sprain with Quinshot and Judkins, the promising Cleveland running back. Did it say what his timetable on return was, or is it just saying he just suffered it and they don't know anything yet?
They're expecting him back after the bye. Thankfully, the bye is this week. So should be good to go for next week.
There you go. Some much needed rest for him. We also got Roger McQuarrie and a 6th-round pick going for a 5th-round pick. The Rams traded him while getting him from the Titans. So
I like the move a lot. The Rams really needed a corner. Their run defense has been their staple all year. It's top 5 in rush yards per game and situationally as well. They're really good in the red zone. I think this is a perfect trade, and the Titans are going to start to sell every piece of their roster that's not Cam Ward.
you think they're gearing up for a big cleanout or what have you? Yeah.
1,000%.
I mean, yeah. What you got a freaking Mike McCoy up in there. I don't think he's staying, obviously. And they're definitely gonna gut that coaching staff and definitely bring in that new GM for sure. But
I mean, they just brought in a new GM, so I think they're gonna
there you go.
fully implement their plan and start from scratch.
Oh, so it's basically just a holdover from the last regime. Okay, so I didn't know much about the Titans front office. Like, when you cover all 32 teams, you kind of miss a thing or two, and that's my bad on that one. But yeah, so it's basically just like out with the old, in with the new, kind of like when the Dan Snyder and Josh Harris regime kind of transferred over. They got their guys, and they ended up keeping Ron Rivera for a year. So I see that, and honestly, hopefully, the best of success for the Titans. Maybe they get that 10-7 record next year. But not this year, unless they win 10 straight, but we'll see.
Who knows?
Anything's possible. Got Mr. Nonchalant out there. Ed Oliver out indefinitely with a bicep tear. Tough blow.
Yeah,
Very tough blow.
His arm folded backwards, and I knew it was bad.
Oof.
Yeah. Your guy, Tyler Lockett.
Oh, yeah. Signing with the Raiders. Hoping to give him some extra help. I mean, I don't really think he's going to do too much on that Raiders squad. If Geno Smith keeps bombing it the way he's bombing it, and honestly, maybe he might be good for a good one-play touchdown every now and then. Book it in the parlay books. We'll see. With the attention go with Jacoby Myers, and then you also got Trey Tucker as well. So Tyler Lockett added in there. I don't hate the move. I don't hate the piece. They're trying to get them something else.
Yeah.
Hopefully can get them explosion. And with the history with Pete Carroll and Tyler Lockett, kind of like the move together to get him some more targets. He's not gonna be the number one, that's for sure.
Moving into some Patriots news here. We got Marcus Jones getting a 3-year extension, $36 million as a punt returner and a corner. He plays both roles perfectly and well-deserved money. And Patriots also send Kyle Duggar and Keon White to the Steelers and the 49ers, respectively, 4 6th-round picks. Guys they didn't use at all in this Mike Vrabel scheme, so it's just a plus for them at the end of the day.
What up, Junior? Glad to have you back, man. Well, there you go. And then you also got Patriots sending Kyle Duggar. Patriots send safety Kyle Duggar and a 7th round to the Steelers for a 6th and Keon White, and a 7th to the 49ers. Jesus Christ, for a 6. Wow. Patriots are making them moves. Honestly, Kyle Duggar, I heard, was going to be on that trade block. A lot of rumblings around him, so, seeing him move is not a surprise to me. And him getting into a different division at that is good news for the Patriots, at least. Steelers could really, not Steelers. Yeah, Steelers could really use the help in the secondary, in my opinion.
And then Carson Schlesinger, last piece of injury news here before we hop into the recap, which should be pretty quick because lots of blowouts, but 4 to 6 weeks for Carson Schlesinger with a high ankle sprain. Rookie linebacker, looks like the best linebacker in the class, in all honesty. Unfortunate for him, should be back strong.
Yeah. It's here over there watching Wednesday. All right, let's get into this recap, man. We got the Vikings at the Chargers, 37-10 blowout for the Chargers. Carson Wentz gets hurt in this game, just ineffective. That's Peyton. Yeah, man. Yeah, that right there, yeah, it's Peyton. All right. Joe Alt. Joe Alt coming back and he pays dividends with the Chargers, like you were saying before. And yeah, Carson Wentz just gets beat up, and that's all there's to it, really.
Yeah, really strong Herbert game. He played the blitz extremely well. Had a bad pick thrown into the middle of a zone coverage where Ladd was trying to sit in. It was just forcing a throw late that he didn't need to. But outside of that, he played near perfect football, distributed it beautifully. Aronde Gadsden also looking like a stud tight end to come. So super happy with the Chargers' performance, and on to the Titans.
Yeah, near perfect performance, like that explanation. There you go. I butchered mine. Junior, all my friends white? Nah, man. I have some Spanish friends. I have some black friends, and I have some. It doesn't matter. We all have friends. It is what it is. I'm not discriminating against nobody, so knock them questions off. That's a stupid question you asked right there. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All good. Moving on to Jets Bengals.
Oh my God, this game. So I was really hoping for the Jets to stay winless, just to see Aaron Glenn's face. But then again, the Cincy defense does what the Cincy defense does best and gives up and chokes away a lead. They were playing really well. The Bengals were. With Joe Flacco at the helm and all that, and just the Jets, man. The Jets really just had that resurgence and came back. Oh, the game-winning touchdown with Breece Hall. Oh my God, he throws better than Justin Fields, and it's crazy. I think I said that to you. That was so much better.
Yeah, Breece Hall. Yeah.
Jets fans, celebrate that win. Yeah, y'all aren't winless anymore. That was a hell of a win, and y'all deserved it. The Bengals, man. Definitely gotta look at some defenses before this, defensive pieces before this trade deadline comes and goes. So,
I don't know. I don't think they're going to be buyers at this deadline, and they're kind of in a weird spot. Joe Flacco, they have a solid amount of cap, but at the same time, I don't think they're going to go all in with this team. Joe Flacco, his shoulder is also banged up right now. I didn't write it on our injury report just because he's expected to be back next game. However, I don't want to bet on a Joe Flacco with an AC sprain at 41 years old when he's not going to heal the same and act the same. All I got to say is, man, Bengals, you had a chance to move closer, remain competitive in the division. You don't. I think this is the loss that signals the white flag for the Bengals season. And rest in peace, Nick Mangold. That was a great performance by the Jets at the end to get the win for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. Junior, come on, bro. I said what I said. Just a stinker fest. Let's get to this next one, because it's kind of making my blood boil just a little bit because of what I said about Caleb Williams preseason, saying that it's going to be so good, play action offense with Ben Johnson. I'm not going to say the offense is bad, because it's not. It's look.
Just ignore him if he's not talking football at this point. I'm sorry, Junior. We got to get through this. Bears Ravens. Yeah, Caleb looking terrible, inconsistent as can be again. The run game was good with DeAndre Swift. You look to take advantage of a Snoop Huntley led team, and you don't. You lose by 2 touchdowns, and the only person you can find on the field is Rome. I don't really like it. The Ravens, of course, come off their bye and perform well. The defense is getting a lot healthier, but
this guy, what is football? All right, he's talking football, but what about it?
No, all good.
All right. Anyways, Caleb Williams, he's been wildly inaccurate thus far. I think I've said it following the Commander Bear game. It was 23% of his throws have been off mark, one of the highest in the league. I'm still going to stand behind it. Caleb, just get your feet under you, work on your mechanics, because your inaccuracy issues are kind of alarming. You guys do not have the top stat of defense y'all think y'all do. You don't have the top stat of defense y'all think y'all do to afford mistakes like that and boneheaded interceptions as well. We're going to look at it and just say you guys aren't the 85 Bears. Y'all got to and take accountability as well. Ben Johnson, his system's good. Don't get me wrong. Like they like to spread the field a lot. They like to get wide, and I I don't hate it. It's a really good offense for him. Caleb Williams is really underperforming this year, and I hate to say it because I was so high on him in the beginning of the year. Whenever he was talking about the Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams debate again, talk football. Oh my god! All right, here we go.
Just don't read it. Don't read his comments. Don't read his comments. So yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. Again, intermediate throws have been a problem for Caleb. Penalties have been a problem constantly. Bears are the most penalized team in the league due to all their pre-snap motion, something they're getting accustomed to. So again, just an ugly game, and I think this Bears team is just going to keep getting worse and worse. The defense has overperformed up until this point with all the takeaways, but the advanced metrics don't say that they're going to stay good. So Dolphins Falcons, a little bit of a shocker, 34-10. Do you want to talk about this one first?
Well, Tua had pink eye or something like that to start so he woke up with pink eye. Crazy. The fact that he played better too. Hey, he's giving guys like me hope with one eye that can go out there and actually sling it. Because come on, man, not him out here channeling his inner Tom Brady.
Yeah, man. I think his performance out there was great. The play calling was great by Mike McDaniel. He's trying to save his job, and yeah, Falcons just, I don't know what you're doing play calling wise, giving Bijan Robinson 9 carries against the worst rush defense in football.
You saw that first drive, right? It was run, long pass on 3rd and long. How's Kirk Cousins supposed to be effective? Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't think Kirk Cousins is set up for success regardless. I think he didn't help the situation, but the play calling and the coaching has been the story of the Falcons all year, and will continue to lead today.
You know where Kirk needs to go? Kirk needs to go to San Francisco. He needs to go to San Francisco because of how often Brock Purdy's injured. He would be that great of a backup in that Shanahan system. I believe Kirk Cousins will thrive.
I don't know. I think Mac Jones right now is better than Kirk Cousins.
You just like him because his name's McCorkle. No,
okay.
You got to spell his name right, Junior. Oh my God, here we go. All right. Anyways, Tua got pink eye because the guy has pillow farted on. Yeah, that's right. Bare butt cheeks right on the pillow. But let's go ahead to get this this Buffalo Bills shellacking of the Carolina Panthers, 40-9 win on the road. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. I don't want to talk about it. This would be where Brandon comes in and talks about how we suck so bad, and yeah, y'all did. It was bad, real bad. Sorry, Panthers fans, but if y'all keep putting performances out like that, y'all gonna have nothing to look forward to. But then again, it is the Bills, like Peyton would say. Yeah, Josh Allen, that's MVP right there.
No, I mean not this season. Josh Allen is not playing at an MVP level thus far.
Hey, at least you're one of the Glazers. Look, at least you're one of the Glazers to actually admit it, though.
I'm not a Glazer, bro. You're mistaken. This is not Glaze. This is I promise I speak from an unbiased perspective.
You gotta stop.
Me glazing would be calling Justin Herbert my glorious king. I will glaze Herbert.
That's Madison Beer's job, not yours.
RSD, Nico Collins, Rico D, and Zay Flowers for I mean, yeah, if you don't need that extra running back, I'd do it. So good stuff there. But yeah, I won't touch on this Bills game much. All I'll say is James Cook, what a day. 200 yards. Andy Dalton is getting sacked like crazy and looks a lot worse than Bryce Young did. At least Bryce Young could escape the pocket a little bit.
Red Rifle loves taking some sack, man.
Yeah.
No backroom part of OBJ.
On to some more sacks, and we're not talking the dirty kind. Niners, Texans, 15-26. Texans actually picking up the dub here at home. I give all the credit to the Texans defense. They pressured well. This was a little bit of a trap line going into the week. I was back and forth with who I wanted to pick. Honestly, should have seen the Mac Jones sack factory coming. Pause again. But yeah, the Texans doing it both ends. CJ Stroud looked really impressive. His only interception was at the end of the half trying to force something up, which wasn't a bad decision. It was kind of like an arm punt, if you will.
It is what it is type of thing. Yeah, arm punt. I can agree with that one. D'Amico Ryans is really coaching up a good defense there with the Texans. And oh man, your division, either yours or my division winner, beginning of the season, it was the Texans, right?
Yours was
No,
the Texans. Mine was the Jags, I believe. No, yours was the Titans. Yours was the Titans. I didn't pick the Titans.
No, yeah, I picked the Titans with Cam Ward, and you picked. I was trying to. It was either Jags or Texans. Jeez, my bad.
It was Jags.
My mind is like,
you're good.
My bad.
None of us saw the Colts, and the Colts are now outstanding. So
the league's best, in a lot of people's opinions. Take that, Eagles. All right, let's go. Giants at Eagles. 38-20, the Scadaboo injury bag game. Eagles really just doing it well on both sides of the ball. Giants defense couldn't keep up with Saquon Barkley rushing for 150 plus yards. Dude was looking like how everybody was saying he should this year, but it seems like the Madden curse has been getting to him early on. But he showed the Madden curse. What for, rushing for 150 yards on his former team. Giants defense is really good, but the Eagles can really just push people around, and it's crazy. And I hate to say it, being a Commanders fan, I wish we had a defensive line like that. Even New York's defensive line is good. Come on.
I like their defensive line. However, they're mid against the run, and then against the pass, they haven't been impressive. In all honesty, they're New York's team, yeah, because the Eagles are really good against the pass, and they've been getting better against the run thus far. But yeah, just an ugly game for the Giants. They had their splash chances. Again, the Scadaboo injury adds to that ugliness. But the Eagles got Saquon in the open field, and that's what leads to his success. You can't have him constantly behind the line of scrimmage when you're not blocking well. You have to get him out ahead and in space, and that's what they did, and that's how they win. Browns, Patriots. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that. Browns offense can't get anything going. Yeah. Oh, well.
Okay.
The Browns offense can't get anything going. Dylan Gabriel, another unsuccessful week at the helm, in my opinion.
Talking about Shedeur Sanders talk now. Let's go.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? And they elevated Bailey Zappi before Shedeur, and I know he had that back thing, but who knows at this point? They're kind of playing musical chairs. More story about the Patriots is just, again, this Browns defense was top 3 in passing yards allowed, top 3 in rushing yards allowed, and top 3 in points allowed. And Drake May just puts on another clinic. This is one of the longest streaks of 200 plus passing yards and 100 plus passer rating since, again, the likes of Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's entering rarefied air, winning their 5th straight, and yeah, they keep rolling.
Let's go. I don't really have too much to say on it, and we just go ahead and skip to the next game. This game, 23-3, the Buccaneers manhandle the Saints. Quarterback change in effect, and it proved to be ineffective. Tyler Shuck did not look any better, and the fact that he's starting this next week, something's up. Something's got to give. There's something behind closed doors, because Tyler Shuck did not impress me to earn that starting job over Rattler. I think Rattler's still better.
Yeah, I think Rattler's still better. However, they're in a tough spot, the Saints are, because you're trying to provide a team a spark. You're trying to see if there's change. And Spencer Rattler the past couple days has just been, past couple weeks has just been not that good at all. However, Shuck he can't push the ball downfield at all. When he wasn't, it was a bunch of hitches, it felt like, to Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, and that's not pushing the ball downfield.
Aiton's got a comment. Answer your comment, man.
What is my favorite food?
You can still answer that. Yeah, go ahead. Football!
Yeah, I'll answer that. I'll answer that one before I get back into some football here, because we're almost done with our recap. Man, I love some sushi. Sushi's probably my favorite. So, sushi. What about yours, Junior?
Yeah, go ahead and answer that real quick. Yeah.
Then go buy some. Okay, I will. While you're answering that, Titans Colts expected SmackDown won't have much here. Just Jonathan Taylor, man, he has the Offensive Player of the Year wrapped up if he doesn't get injured. he's playing insane. He's put up over 250 yards in 2 games against the Titans with 5 touchdowns. Just insane work. And this Colts offense is one of the best in history, not just this year, in history, and they will continue to steamroll.
I agree with that 100%. Shane Steichen's got this Danny Dimes looking like Danny Dimes. All right, just can't really complain. Jonathan Taylor is really running up for that MVP candidate. Really enjoy watching him run. He runs with efficiency, runs with anger, and Danny Dimes just knows how to throw it up and get it to his receiving playmakers. That system is really well coached, and they're doing a really good job, and they deserve to be the league's top this year.
Yeah. Colts offensive line can't give enough credit to them either. So
Titans, they're just trying to do what they can at this point. Really, there's not really much. The wind has been out of their sails for weeks now, and with their firing of their head coach and potentially cleaning of house, I think it's tank season. Just think you build around Cam Ward going forward, get him some actual receivers,
Yep.
And
not Calvin Ridley,
not
on
Tyler
a hamstring
Lockett.
strain. Yeah, it's a bunch of bums over there in Tennessee, and me and you, this offensive line for the Titans looked a lot better on paper and performed a lot better than they have this year from last year. So they've regressed a lot as well. Cam Ward is just not comfortable, and it's all bad. Cowboys Broncos.
You down with Fortnite
Another
again?
blowout, and Dak, the home roads. No, I'm not downloading Fortnite again. It's probably just a little buffer.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna have to look into it. Some new video.
I'm
Streaming.
still here.
No, you're good.
Well.
We're gonna have to look into some new video streaming service at some point because this is not cutting it too well. But let's go ahead and get to it. It's a lot of extra work for the quality that we're getting. So, yeah, Cowboys Broncos. Dak Prescott shows why Dak Prescott shows the bad Dak Prescott this week. The Broncos really run up the score. Javonte Williams gets a nice long run. Broncos just really had their way with Dallas at home. Nothing more you could ask for if you're a Broncos fan. Putting away loudmouth NFC East team that's all talk. Their defense is trash, and honestly, when you actually throw some actual receivers at the Cowboys defense, they falter. Not guys you sign off the street. Like we had Robbie Chosen, come on, last week.
Sure.
But then again, the table returned. If it was 22-14, then that would have been the Commanders and Cowboys score last week. So you need to, okay. I don't see that happen. I mean, he said something about a podcast, but let's try to stay on topic here with football, man. We could talk about that in Discord afterwards, okay?
No worries.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
go ahead and give your analysis if you have any extra.
No worries. I was just saying Dak is really bad home and road splits. Like on the road this year, he has not been the same caliber of quarterback, and that's something you got to point out because it's been a trend in the playoffs as well, especially when he's been on the road. Is these woes, and you can't have them, especially against elite defenses, and especially when your defense is that pathetic to just, I don't know. The Cowboys are the only team inside the top 5 scorers team-wise to be under 500, and they're second in points scored, to put that in perspective.
Oh, man. Wasting good potential with CD and George Pickens and stuff like that. You think you can get better than Javonte Williams as far as the running back room goes. We said that in early games this year, and we also said in the preseason. Maybe they do some upgrading this offseason, but they really need to focus on defense. And honestly, I feel like the Dallas defense plays better in man coverage than zone, which is what Eberflus
definitely does. Definitely does, but at the same time,
go ahead.
I'm just saying at the same time, I don't think they're good regardless. I think they're always just burnt toast.
That's BSJ of last year, but we'll go ahead and talk about the Commanders, Chiefs, and stuff like that momentarily. We have Packers at Steelers. Packers took the win. Jordan Love upsets Aaron Rodgers. Just kidding. Aaron Rodgers not barely. Aaron Rodgers didn't upset the young buck in Green Bay. So Matt LaFleur and co took care of business. Bad game.
Yeah, for the Steelers.
Yeah. Start with your analysis because I'm kind of getting like, boop. This is bad.
No worries. No, you're all good. Jordan Love, I mean, played a stellar game, start to finish. The run
Yeah,
game really wasn't there for the Packers. You saw them incorporate a lot of Emmanuel Wilson later in the game because Josh Jacobs was just not being efficient. However, that offense was moving at a $190. I think Brandon McManus also missed 2 field goals, so this was going to be an even larger victory on the Packers' end. Steelers scored a touchdown. Yeah, he has been kicking hurt, and I think they should just, unfortunately, either sit him out or what they do with kickers is just cut him.
Justin Tucker available?
It's okay.
I think the Commanders will take a flyer.
Okay. Well,
hey, come on.
Speaking about the Commanders,
Matt Gay being 10 of 14 on field goals is abysmal this year, and honestly, I don't know, man. I'm trying to wonder, should I put the morals aside and get Justin Tucker, hoping he can bounce back and prove the haters wrong, or do we go with the morals here and have a bad kicking game? I don't know.
I don't know if Justin Tucker would fix your kicking game either, because last time he was kicking, he had a bad season.
Yeah, I do remember. Let's get on to this game that pissed me off. But all right, let's go. Commanders.
I didn't even write notes for it. I forgot.
We don't even worry about it. Commanders at Chiefs. 28-7 loss. JD5 is out again. Terry McLaurin's back in the lineup. Debo's back in the lineup. You know what Debo does when he's back in the lineup? Horrible drop. Interception, well, it leads to a pick. Mariota's only pick, I believe, on the night. And you also got Terry McLaurin doing a nice toe-tap touchdown, looking real scary for his first touchdown of the season. But then, like we talked about before, he re-injured himself with the same quad. It's all bad in Commanders land, but we get JD5 this week. Honestly, it was a good game going into halftime. 7-7 deadlock. Mahomes threw 2 interceptions to start the game on both of his drives, I believe. And Commanders really got bailed out there, but we had to go for it on 4th down. We went for it. We're 0 for 2. Chiefs are 2-0. It says a lot about the game. We lost 7-28. But Mariota, I'm not going to say that Mariota is the problem, but obviously he's no JD5, and the defense kind of just let up. We couldn't play 60 minutes. We played 30 at best.
Yeah,
maybe 10,
yeah. You played a really good half. I think your defensive half was good. Like, you played the first half really well. Again, those 2 interceptions definitely helped aid that.
Yeah, getting Marshawn up and press, man, looked promising. We got the 1 pick, so, and Bobby Wagner, Mr. Old Reliable, getting another one. So, yeah, don't really need to say too much about it, only for the fact that it's fresh in our minds. Don't even worry about the notes. You got any takes on it? Right.
No, I would say my only takeaway would be give Jeremy McNichols the ball more.
Yeah, McNichols should get the ball more. Bill Krosky-Merritt doesn't seem to be getting it done. I mean, kind of ineffective. 9 rushes, 25 yards. And a lot of people are saying feed Chris Rodriguez Jr. more as well. Honestly, I think we should. They run well behind Laremy Tunsil. And I know he exited the game for a little while and he came back. But they run well to the left side. I don't know why they keep trying to go in between the tackles with Biotish and Allegretti and stuff like that. I don't understand why they still continue to run it inside when you got people like Chris Jones inside and stuff like that. I would run it to the left. Run it towards the all-pro left tackle, dude.
Yeah, especially when that's been your bread and butter. You saw it against the Chargers. JCM had an amazing game against the Chargers, running to the left side and outside and getting him in space.
Yeah, to the outside. Really, outside running seems to be, what Cliff needs to do more, in my opinion. Running it up the gut's not going to get it done. We don't have Riggins back there. We have JCMs. This isn't 1965 anymore. This is 2025. We have to run it effectively. Use those wide zones. Dude, just run behind Laremy Tunsil. And honestly, with JD5 this week, I expect the running game to kind of tick up just a little bit more. Not too much though, because we're playing Seattle, so I'm kind of scared about this one, being a Commanders fan. But maybe we
we'll get to that.
Yeah, let's get to that. Let's go ahead and get to these picks. Let me go ahead and transfer that over. But we don't have our third guest on tonight, so we'll rock with what we got.
No worries. You got the graphic, you saying?
I got the graphic. Let's go. We got week 9 up in the books. It looks a little stretched because when I had it tiled, it looked ugly and it didn't show all the games. So let's go ahead and let's get to these picks. We got Ravens 8.5-point favorites on the road at Miami. I didn't even pick my. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys online. I need help if you end up taking questions. We're always taking questions. We also got a Discord server, guys. You guys will get notified whenever we go live. If y'all want to go ahead, it's right on our profile. If you want to take a screenshot and take that invite, that is a forever invite. Y'all can come on in, join in, and talk to us, and you guys will know when we go live all the time. Appreciate that. Let's go.
But yeah, you can ask away. We're just going over game recap right now. We'll take intermittent breaks to answer questions, so no worries there. But yeah, Ravens 8.5-point favorites on the road at the Dolphins. What do you think about this one?
Typing in my pick now, but I'm going Ravens 41-7. I'm going big margin.
Wow.
I'm going big margin. It's the Dolphins we're talking about here.
Yeah.
The Ravens are walking here.
Kittle, Troy Franklin, or Booty for flex? I would still lean Kittle. I would still lean Kittle here. Troy Franklin did have a monster week last week. I think it was due to the Cowboys defense just being bad. But if I'm not mistaken, the Broncos have a much harder matchup this week against the Texans, and that wouldn't be nice there. And then Kayshon Boutte might be drawing a little bit of AJ Terrell coverage, which is the top corner on the Falcons, excuse me. So I think Kittle is definitely your best option in a game where they're going to look to get him going against the Giants.
We here?
RPs.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay. What's up?
Pacheco is injured now, Leanna. So maybe try to look for Brashard Smith. He looks to be the next up in the running back rotation there in KC. But yeah, if you could get rid of Chuba because he just keeps losing more and more work and Dowdle keeps impressing. JCM for Booty, what do you think? I think it's fine. I think if you needed a receiver, it's fine. JCM has been disappointing, and I think he will get it going a little more towards the back half of the season, but who's to say how much?
Stop reminding me he's been disappointing.
Sorry.
That's my running back.
Sorry.
Gotta get to it, man. I'm doing these picks right now.
Yeah, I saw maybe Tracy. Oh, yeah, get Tyrone Tracy. If he's available on waivers, he's the RB1 since Scadaboo went down. And Bam should be a fill-in RB1 this week. I think they play the Cowboys, so that would be a really nice start as well. If you could get either of those, good stuff.
We get back on these picks. Did you didn't say your Ravens one, did you?
I didn't. I said I totally skipped over it. I was going to say Ravens 31-24. I think the Dolphins continue their play calling success. However, real Lamar first game back, and I feel like he's going to have some fun on Thursday night for sure.
Yeah, real Lamar one coming back. Yeah, last week was kind of a hoax, I guess, huh? But all right, yeah, I'm going 41-7 on those odds. Take it to the bank. It's the Dolphins we're talking about here. We got Falcons at Patriots, 5.5-point favorites at home for the Patriots. I'm going 31-10. Just feel like the offense doesn't get anything going again. I feel like the Patriots come out and be opportunistic with the football, and Drake May continues to show why people are glazing him up this year, going for that second-year MVP. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. He's firmly in the conversation. Again, we'll see what the Mahomes crowd has to say about that one, but I like the Patriots here too, 24-10. I think this Falcons team is losing it and losing it quick. Even if Michael Penix is back, I think this offense is just anemic. They're bottom 5 in the league in points per game with the Titans, Raiders, Browns, like bottom feeders.
All right, let's get to it. All right, so we got Chargers 10.5-point favorites. I hate those big lines, guys. 10.5-point favorites at Titans, but I'm not picking the Titans this week. 21-20 Chargers.
Yep.
Just think the Titans. I don't even think it's going to be that close, really. I mean, I said that just for the fact that the Chargers can play down to their opponents sometimes, but I don't think Cam Ward, the Titans, are scoring 20 on that defense.
Yeah.
I'm being opportunistic here.
No, I like it. Santana, I'll go Lamar. Either way, it's two good options, but definitely go Lamar. This is a Miami's Dolphins defense that's super terrible. So
Santana,
the Falcons defense has been solid.
Santana, appreciate you showing up, man. Tell Brandon he's a no call, no show, and to get his behind in here and get these picks done.
And then going over my pick for the Chargers real quickly, again, 10.5 point favorites. I think the Titans cover that. I think the Chargers run the ball a lot this week, have a lot of slower drives, maybe some drives where they don't capitalize in the end zone per se. I'll go 23-17 Chargers.
All right, there you go. 23-17, pretty close margins. We got Bears 2.5 point favorites on the road at Bengals. Don't know why the Bears are favorited. I'm going Bengals 24-23 in an upset, only for the fact that I feel like they're going to come back. They're going to avenge that loss to the Jets. I feel like Joe Flacco is going to outdo Caleb Williams. Don't get me wrong, Caleb's going to have his yards against that defense with DeAndre Swift as well, because that defense is putrid. But got to look at it like who do you trust more quarterback here? I trust Joe Flacco at this point more. A little bit more accurate, even though he is older. Caleb does have a nice scramblability and improvising to his game, but I still believe Joe Flacco takes it. And I believe the Bengals win because of it. Close one, though. It's going to be a nail-biter for sure.
Yeah, I think this game could swing both ways. I was thinking about the Bengals, but I'm not really trusting Joe Flacco on that AC sprain. Again, the reporting hasn't been much thus far out of their corner. However, it's on his throwing shoulder. He's going to have to throw at practice. He's going to have to keep moving it around. And I don't think he gets comfortable enough to be that effective. But the Bengals have ran the ball effectively lately. That is something that they have predicated lately in the past 2 weeks to get their offense going a little bit more and supplement that Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase connection. I'm going to go the Bears, though, off a tough loss. I mean, the Bengals is more of a deflating loss than the Bears, in my opinion. I think the Bears have higher hopes. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Bears are better coached. I think the Bears have the higher ceiling for their season. I think this is a sneaky one. They stay close to the Ravens that they played last week, so they're not traveling far either. Yeah, I'll say 27-23 Bears.
27-23, all right. Better coached in what way? I don't think Tyreek Stevenson's pretty well coached, in my opinion.
Goodness. Hey, that was last year, pre-Ben Johnson era, but we'll see.
I don't know, man. He definitely whiffed on a play or two against the Commanders this year. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't huge, but all right, let's go to it. We got Colts 3.5 point favorites at Steelers. I'm going Colts 31-20 in a non-shocker here. I just feel like they get ahead and they keep the foot on the gas pedal, and the Steelers try to keep up but do not. The Steelers defense gets exposed, in my opinion, by Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones running down their throats. No Diddy. But at the same time, you got to look at it. I feel like Aaron Rodgers does get a couple of touchdowns, but it is what it is. I'm still taking the Colts. I'm riding with the better team in the NFL at this point.
Heck yeah.
I'll answer Sanchez.
Yeah. If you need a running back, I would. However, that's a pretty even trade all around. It doesn't move the needle much for me. As far as my predictions goes for this game, I have the same exact score as you, 31-20, and the same exact narrative. The Steelers aren't going to be able to keep up with this Colts offense. I think Tyler Warren has a huge game, actually.
Colts are going down, so Santana, man. Hope that you're a Steelers fan. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Yeah, he's a Steelers fan for sure.
Fan. All right, for a JDB watcher, I hope the Steelers win, but for my record, I hope they lose.
And man, Steelers, like, they have these weird inconsistent games. Again, they're at home. Tomlin wins some games he's not supposed to win and loses games he's not supposed to lose. So they find a way to go 9-8 at the end of the day.
There you go. Yeah, winning season. Tomlin's the goat of 9-8 seasons, man.
Goodness.
And honestly, trading away George Pickens, and I mean, you get DK Metcalf in the trade. You got a lot of good pieces there. Just really hope that I don't think Aaron Rodgers he's definitely a gap. It's nothing that y'all are planning on winning Super Bowls with this guy and him being your quarterback for years to come, like Tom Brady. But Could just look at him. Your backups, I think Will Howard. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's Will Howard.
And how do we feel about Will Howard, guys? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the Steelers defense has really been disappointing this year. I mean, they've spent the most money on that unit, is the most expensive unit in football, and they were the 24th ranked unit in the league as far as points per game go. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. Darius Slay is old. Jalen Ramsey is like their only good defender on the back end. You have to trade for Kyle Tucker because Deshaun Elliott's now out on IR.
At least Kyle Duggar's on team now. He's going to be the savior to that defense. What? No, I'm just kidding. We'll see.
Oh, he's a Minko.
Let's get on to these picks, man. We got 49ers 2.5-point favorites at the Giants. I'm taking Giants 21-10 in an upset.
Really? You think they stomp them? 21-10.
Decent defenses, in my opinion, versus Mac Jones haven't been so pretty as far as because if they can get pressure on Mac Jones and or Brock Purdy. I feel like the Giants can keep this one in front of them. And yeah, losing Scatterboo is going to make them want to play harder for him. So,
okay. I think both teams are coming off devastated losses. I think the Niners are the better coach team. I think Brock Purdy does come back this week, and I think that helps them. I don't think it's a Mac Jones game, and trusting them to... Yeah, JPJ, he's had his problems with holding and getting too physical at times. But he has shown his flashes still. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Niners play a really solid game this week. Maybe they get Ricky Pearsall back in addition, give him another weapon on the outside to pair with Kittle, Juwan Jennings, CMC. I think the run game looks a lot better than last week. The Niners are still a really competitive team, and they're playing for the division right now. The Giants are playing as bottom feeders. I trust the Niners 24-21 on the road.
There you go. Difference in opinions. All right, let's go. We got something we had the same opinion on. Let's go Broncos at Texans, 1.5-point favorites for the Texans at home. Going Broncos 20-17 here. Just can't. I'm not gonna trust the Texans offense as far as I can throw them. That defense is pretty stout though, so I feel like they keep this game close enough and keep them under the 20s. So let's go 20-17 for the Broncos. I was just talking about the Texans defense, but all right, the same could be said for either defense. They were both very well coached and very well stout. So obviously Broncos better, but let's go. Broncos get the win. Bo Nix.
This is a very weird spot, and to look at the Texans game last week, it was a trap game, and they're back at home. They're off a good win. They didn't have Nico Collins or Christian Kirk and really played good on offense. Broncos don't have Pat Surtain. I don't know why everything in my being says pick Texans, but I'm picking the Broncos just because I think they're going to wreak havoc on that offensive line. The Niners really didn't have the juice to do that last week, and CJ really had time in the pocket to do what he wanted to do. I don't think that's the case with Nick Bonito. No, I'm going Broncos 21-20. I'm not changing.
Let's go. All right, Broncos 21-20. Me 20-17 Broncos. We have Vikings at the Lions, 8.5-point favorites for the Lions at home. Taking Lions 31-28. Interdivision game. I think it's gonna be close. I'm ignoring a lot of these lines that are coming out right now, just for the fact that they can change. I don't know if y'all can hear me that well because my mic keeps auto negotiating my sensitivity, but anyways, Lions 30-28. I'm thinking interdivision game, just ignoring the lines for the fact that, you know, games could swing either way, especially in an NFC North like this. So yeah, not really much to say about it. With Carson Wentz out, JJ McCarthy, question mark?
You think JJ's putting up 28 points?
Maybe their defense gets a touchdown. I don't know. I'm being optimistic, I guess.
That is real optimistic, and I'm gonna take the pessimistic route. I'm gonna lay out everything for you right here on the table. Lions are at home off a bye in a division game to a team that's decimated on the offensive line, can't get anything going in the quarterback room. The coach is speaking in tongues. because he can't get anything right in the media right now, and Kevin O'Connell, who I normally praise. I think this Lions defense is going to come out so hungry. I think the Vikings defense has been overrated this year just because of how tired they are. Their edge rushers aren't the same. Dallas Turner, Josh Metellus aren't as good. Their safeties aren't as good as advertised. Yeah, I like their defensive line. I like Flores, but man, JJ McCarthy hasn't proved anything to me. You beat a terrible Bears team on a lucky fourth quarter, in my opinion. Do your playmakers. Lions 27-10, and I wouldn't be shocked if they win by even more.
It's going to be 30-0 next time you see it. That's not the first wacky prediction. I got another one for you. Panthers at Packers, and I know you're probably thinking, shut up. Panthers at Packers, 12.5-point favorites at home. The Packers are. The Packers play down to their competition a lot, as you can tell with the Browns. I'm going Panthers 21-20. I feel like they lose another one off the fact of the sheer ineffectiveness, and like you said, with Jordan Love can have his inconsistent games. Just feel like the Panthers. I can't say with a straight face though, but I'm going Panthers 21-20 in an upset. It's gonna be the wildest upset of the week, and if I'm wrong, it is what it is. We're here to make predictions. We're not here to tell the future, bro.
Yeah, Packers, I think, have already gotten their super stinker to a terrible team out the way. In the Browns,
they do play down a competition. No, that's one thing you got to look
sure.
at. What is going on with this thing?
But at the same time, this Panthers team, what are they going to put out on offense that really the Packers haven't seen, and vice versa? The Packers did not run the ball that well against the Steelers and still had their way. I think they get back to running the ball this week and just hammer down the Panthers. Gaping hole on gaping hole. Their linebackers cannot cover. I expect the Packers to just lay it on them. No Diddy.
All right, so you go. Look, man, you go analytical, and we'll come back here when the record's set straight, depending on who comes. You go analytical, and I'm just gonna go based on past. I'm gonna go based on how the Packers have been playing down to their opponents this year. How Love can have inconsistent games. Yeah, you got Andy Dalton starting, and he played like crap last week. But I have a little bit of faith in the Panthers, only for the fact that every time before in the past I picked the Panthers, it came out to be true for the most part. I think it was maybe one or two games where it was a surefire stinker. It's like,
I don't know. I think you've picked the Panthers either 7 out of 9 weeks or 8 out of 9 weeks.
It wasn't that crazy. Maybe seven. All right. And
I'm being genuine with you. You love these Panthers upsets, dude. You love them.
It just feels right, It feels right.
You just want to be a good friend of Brandon, and I respect it.
No,
I can't get behind that.
If your team, no. If your team sucks, I'm gonna say that. It's not about being a good friend. I'm gonna tell Brandon, if you come back in this live saying Sandy, you can tell him the Panthers are vastly underperforming this year, in my opinion. But at the same time, when I've had them on upset alert for maybe 2 out of 4 times, half the time they've came through when they shouldn't be coming through at all.
All right. We'll have to see. I'm gonna do some digging and see how many times you pick the Panthers, because I swear I keep seeing them.
Do it now. Come on, you got the year-to-date picks.
Well, okay, then start the Jags breakdown then.
All right, let's get the Jaguars at 3.5 points at Raiders on the road. I got Jaguars 24-21. I think that line kind of holds there. Even though I said when I ignore it, I mean I know it's 3.5 points, but then again, 24-21. Just feel like Trevor Lawrence and co. really outperformed the Raiders. The Raiders are butt cheeks, to say the least. Geno Smith has not been himself of last year. I mean, he's been himself in a Raiders uniform. It seems like quarterbacks go to the Raiders. I think Matt McGloin's also another one. Marcus Mariota's one where you can go to the Raiders and just really stink it up and then play it well elsewhere. I just feel like the system's not doing them well, and I don't know what's going on with Pete Carroll. I don't know what's going on with the offensive philosophy, but Geno Smith, or what's going on between the ears, but we'll see. I'm going not Panthers. I'm going Jaguars 24-21. I don't believe that the Raiders. I don't believe the Raiders win, even though they're in front of their home crowd. I feel like Jaguars still take it. Travis
You've picked the Panthers every week.
Every week? Yeah.
Every week.
See that? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought I didn't. There you go. See, I got fact checked on live. Let's go.
All good. I think it's a 3-point game too with the other cats, the Jaguars.
All right, I picked the Panthers at home. Well, I picked the Panthers every week. What's their record, real quick? Let me check it out.
They're 4-4.
4-4. Okay, so 4 times I was right. 4 times I was wrong. That's a 500 record in my book. 500 record in my book.
Oh no. But 500 ain't what we shooting for, man. We shooting for the stars. We land on the clouds. But yeah, man, I'll go Jaguars. Both teams are off a bye here. I think Raiders get back Brock Bowers this week, but I still don't trust Geno. I think the turnovers are going to be a little too much. The Jaguars are really good at taking away the ball. So I see it. 20-17. I took your prediction, I thought, for some reason, but 20-17 Jaguars. My apologies.
Close enough. I mean, either way, it's still a 3-point game nonetheless. Just I have a couple more.
Yep.
All right. One we didn't predict. These lines are massive, dude. What is Vegas thinking? They really want Saints bets, don't they? They want Saints in an upset or something?
No, so with these lines, they don't always push for upsets. They just, again, they set them at key numbers. There's so many key numbers in the NFL. 2.5, 3.5, 1.5, and then your 6.5, 7.5, and then your 10.5, 9.5, 13.5, 14.5. Anywhere where you're getting just constant numbers, your 3s, your 7s, your 0s. With the Rams here, are you picking them as a 2-touchdown favorite? And in my opinion, I am. Rams are coming off a bye. You get Puka Nacua back. I think the run game's going to be good. Yeah.
I got them by 20. I just hate the lines. I see the big lines, and I'm like, I don't like this because they usually don't perform up to snuff in those lines. Rarely have I seen teams get put at a big advantage. Like, I think I'll remember last year as a Commanders fan, the Panthers game, I think we opened up at a big line and we actually did cover because it was like 44 to something last year, something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Dalton. Oh, I gotta say something too. So Andy Dalton started this last week, right? Obviously, and he threw a boneheaded interception right to a lineman. He did the same thing to Dante Fowler on the other side last year. Same exact play and all.
He's a goofball.
Literally throwing out to the flat and everything. And he literally threw it. He threw it right to the man. He's got too much ginger in his eyes.
But yeah, with these big lines, for some reason, I like the big lines. I like taking the points. I like the Colts last week, and the Colts swamped the Titans. I think the Rams do the same here. Again, Tyler Shuck coming in. You think it's going to give the Saints some new energy, but they got to go all the way on the road. Tyler Shuck sucks, and the Rams are just going to demolish. So give me 35-14 Rams.
I was going to try to be funny before y'all knew my picks, and I was going to say, let's go with Tyler Shuck, man.
Goodness.
Brandon's, he texted me, so let's see if he hops in here momentarily.
To get his final 3 picks
Get
in.
a couple picks in. We have 3 more, yeah.
Yeah, the final 3 remaining games. Again, we got the Chiefs at the Bills. Really interesting one. The Bills, again, coming off a massive win. The Chiefs coming off a massive win. The Bills in the regular season have fared better against the Chiefs lately, but the Chiefs in the playoffs have the Bills number. I think the Chiefs are playing better football right now. I think the Bills defense is worse.
Got a fantasy question from Preston.
Better for fantasy, Gibbs or Achane?
Brandon's in the chat.
I think Achane is safer floor, Gibbs higher ceiling. So kind of whatever you value there, you can't go wrong with either.
Look at us getting our viewers up at the end of stream. This always happens, man. Always happens.
But Preston, I would say Gibbs over Achane rest of the season. Sorry.
Appreciate the likes on the live. There you go. All right, so we did our Chiefs. You did your pick. My bad. I was kind of coordinating.
No, you're all good.
logistics. All right.
I'll answer Alex real quick. Dobbins or Kamara?
Get it done.
Man, that's a tough one. I think Dobbins is going to keep giving up work to Harvey going forward, and Kamara is just old. Kind of both rough spots. I'd lean Kamara. Stafford or Dart? I'd go Dart this week. Dart has a safer floor. He's scored about 16 points plus in every game, fantasy-wise. A lot of them 20 points. So definitely go Dart there. Even though Stafford has a good matchup, they could get ahead so much that they just start running the ball. But yeah, I'd go Chiefs 27-24 here. Again, the Bills have a little bit more rest on their side. They do have home field. However, I think a lot of people are going to be inclined to pick the Bills here. I think it's a little bit of a trap line. I'm going to go Chiefs 27-24.
There you go.
And Bam Knight is a good spot start this week, Alex, because he's playing the Cowboys.
I think you're talking to me. My bad.
No, you're good.
What up, Alex?
Alex and Alex.
Alex and Alex. Yep, I'm going Bills 30-20. Just kind of pissed off at the Chiefs right now. I just feel like Bills. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, goats, for real. Appreciate you. Hey, man, if you want to join in the Discord, we can answer more fantasy questions there. If you go to our TikTok page, it's pinned at the top. You screenshot that, and it's a forever invite, man. Guys, go ahead and join up in there. It'll let you know when we go live every Tuesday as well. We also do some Madden streams every now and then. We're gonna get those back up and running. We got Madden 26 up in here, so we'll get to it. We also, I gotta give you my reasoning for the Bills and Chiefs.
Yeah, please.
Because I said so.
Yeah.
No, I like James Cook, and then with Isaiah Pacheco going down, just I like Bills to lean on that running game a little bit, and then at the same time, maybe if Patrick Mahomes starts as horrendous as he did against the Commanders yesterday, I could just see the Bills kind of digging in an early lead, and just don't see the Chiefs really getting it done or getting out of it. You can't keep playing games throwing down two interceptions on back-to-back drives. Yeah, you guys were 7-7 at half, but against a good team, a good defense, it's not going to fly, man. That's going to be points right there.
I think it was super fluky, though. I think Mahomes, like, he's been playing. He's one of the best quarterbacks at turnover-worthy plays all year. I think it was super fluky for the two early picks, but
I gotta join you guys with Brandon one day. Yeah, man, we can set that up for sure. We have a room. We have a fourth spot. We have room. You want to get on here and talk some ball? Or are you talking about for Madden? Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, or Madden. Hey, either or, man.
I'm saying you got ball knowledge. We could definitely get a fourth person up in here. Hey, there you go.
Money.
Yeah, we got room. We just send you a link, and I take your link down, and we go ahead and get you up in here. You should be good to go. Everything's all set up and ready for you whenever you're ready, man.
Yeah. Santana, you got the Discord? Because if you got the Discord, just message us on the side and we'll hook you up.
Let me see real quick. Okay, I'm going to see if I can grab that link real quick.
No worries. While you're doing that, I'm just going to start the Seahawks Commanders picks. No worries, Santana. We'll make sure to fix it. Seahawks at Commanders open up as 3.5-point favorites. I think this Commanders team is reeling for a win, but the Seahawks team is well rested. Sam Darnold's playing amazing ball. I think they're just their defensive line, the Seahawks, I think is gonna wreak havoc on the Commanders' decimated offensive line without Laramie Tunsil, because I don't think he's gonna play. I think the Seahawks can run the ball well. They give me them 27-17, even in a JD5 return. I just don't see the Commanders getting right this week, even at home.
Let me give you my pick real quick, and I'll put that down in the chat real quick because I found it. Let's go. So I'm going Seahawks 23-20 in this one. Seahawks 3.5-point favorites at Commanders. Yeah, Commanders have been better at home this year, but at the same time, even with JD5, like you said, Terry potentially being out, depending on reports, I just don't think the Seahawks. I don't think the Commanders' offense can keep up with the Seahawks' defense in general. And I believe that hopefully Laramie Tunsil isn't too banged up to where he needs to sit out, because that blind side is going to be needed. That protection is going to be needed for JD5. So, yeah. So I'm going Seahawks 23-20 in that one.
Okay. Heck yeah. And then while you're dropping that one down in the comments, Cardinals Cowboys, a little bit of a weird game for me, one that I think is closer to my eye than a lot of other people. I think a lot of people see this Cowboys 2.5 and expect it to be, oh, bang the Cowboys, they're at home. I mean, Cardinals are off a bye. Kyler Murray should be back. Who knows if that provides a spark for the team. However, again, Dak at home this year has played amazing. When he's had a bad game, it's been followed by a great bounce back game. I think he gets it done at home, 30-27. But I'm not confident about this one.
Oh, Puppo. All right, yeah. So I didn't pick. Cowboys are at home here. I just feel like Cowboys are they play decent in front of their home crowd. Like them here. I just feel like Dallas's offense is too much for the Cardinals defense to hold, and I feel like Dallas's defense can potentially catch a break against this Cardinals offense. I'm gonna go Cowboys, but I'm gonna take them by 1 here. So I'm gonna go 21-20 here. It seems like that's been my favorite number as of late.
Yeah, just a key 1-pointer. But okay.
Yeah, let us know, Santana, if you're able to actually get on that Discord at that link, because it should work. But
yeah, I think that wraps up our recap for the most part. Let me check real quickly if any new news has came in. I don't believe so, however. Just looking, because again, there's been a couple trades today, and just want to see as the trade deadline is actually approaching here pretty fast, if we got any more news. So, and hopefully the link works well, Santana, and all is good there.
If not, I can always just I can cook up another one, but I don't know. I think it's going to be the same thing.
But yeah, we're all good on news, so I don't have anything else. If you guys have any final questions, fantasy questions, sports takes you want us to answer, please drop them below.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, and we'll wait a couple more minutes till Santana can get confirmation.
Yeah, it's given the same exact link. Let me go ahead and I can maybe DM Santana this one. Santana, it's going to be coming from a different account because that's what's signed in on my computer. So, Santana, 1385. Yeah, we're just about done. To you. Just gotta trying to find you. I cannot find you. Okay, this is you. Yeah, TikTok's kind of wonky as far as links go, man. Don't know what's up with it.
It's hard to attach Discord servers to TikTok sometimes, too.
Did it just open the Discord? Bruh, it just opened the Discord invite. I don't want to join my own server. What's wrong with you? The hell?
Yeah, he's gaming. He's in his own world when he games.
Yeah, I cannot get that. I cannot get that at all. Like it's literally the same exact. It's CNZWASYDEP. It's the same exact thing.
Here's what we're gonna do, Santana. When we get off air right now, we're just gonna DM you on TikTok and should be able to work through that way.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah, that does it for us, I think.
Anybody drop your follows. We'll be back next week as well as we do Madden streams as well. So we'll see. And hop on our Discord server. We do special things for viewers on Sundays as well. We stream some games that people have no access to. So get in there, be square, and we will see you guys on the next one, man. Y'all have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one.